Welcome back to Conquest of Nerath. This is the Nerath League, round 2, the last turn of round 2. And we are going to begin, of course, with drawing an event card. So the Nerath League draws an event card, and they draw Insurrection. Isn't that a Star Trek movie? It says, play at the start of your turn, which of course is right now. You immediately conquer one enemy land space containing no pieces. Add one Nerath fighter and 2 Nerath foot soldiers to that space. Wow! After years of oppression, a hero arises to lead the citizens to freedom. That sounds like an immediate victory point. Let's go to the board, find an enemy space that has no units, and cause insurrection to happen there. All right, up in the cold north of the Karkoth lands, we're going to have an insurrection happen. And it's going to happen right here in the Blister Forge. So we have a fighter, 2 foot soldiers that show up. And yes, a conquest token marker, which means 1 more victory point for the Alliance of Men and Elves. Let's go to the victory point track. Okay, that is going to take the Alliance of Elves and Men from 17 to 18 points. That's only 2 away from winning the game. Can the Nerath pull it off? I don't know. We're on to the move phase now, so let's get moving the Nerath unit. All right, the first Nerath unit to move will be the Storm Elemental. Will move here into this sea space to take on the Karkoth warship. And let me readjust the camera and we'll get to moving the rest. All right, in this dungeon here, which is the Troll Haunt Warrens, we're going to have a wizard move in, 2 fighters, and I thought, yes, and another wizard comes from the north. So we have 2 fighters, 2 wizards moving into that dungeon. And what else do I want to move? I think we're going to move a foot soldier here. And we're going to have the dragon fly over to this boat, try and knock it out of the water. And let me just readjust the camera for our last. Right up at the top of the world, we have the Fortress of the Final Pact. We have a fighter is going to go on that boat over here, and a wizard is going to go on the boat over there. So that is going to, I believe, conclude all the movement for the Nerath player. So we're going to write all the pieces and we're going to start doing the battle. And of course, the first battle we're going to have is the dungeon. So we're going to have 2 fighters and 2 wizards taking on 2 guardians. I wonder what they could be. Let's go to the dice tray and find out. All right, so the 2 guardians for the Troll Haunt Warrens, we have skeletons, which are going to be rolling 2d6s, and the other guardians are an orc horde. Wow, 4d6s, reward +1 gold. That is 6d6s. That may be problematic. However, we have 2 wizards. First strike, so let's get rolling. 2 6s. That knocks out the skeletons, basically. They are gone. So the wizards able to destroy the skeletons before they can do anything. Now we have 2 fighters who roll 1 hit. So that's going to take 4 dice down to 3, but they get to roll a 4 dice, of course. And that's 1 hit, a 6. And so that is going to destroy one of the fighters. Or is it? Because we can use the ointment. Property, once during each of your turns, you can cancel 1 hit scored against you. So we're going to use that to cancel this hit that's just been scored against one of our fighters. All right, the Orc Horde down to 3 dice. Our wizards attacks 1. They're down to 2 dice now. And our 2 fighters, can they take them out? Our 2 fighters, 7 and 10, destroy the Orc Horde. However, the Orc Horde gets to roll 2d6. And just get no hits. That means the Orc Horde is destroyed. We didn't lose any units because we used the ointment. Let's go back to the board. All right, and the Orc Horde, of course, the reward was +1 gold piece. So we're going to claim that. And we're going to get a treasure card for plundering the dungeon. And we end up getting what do we get? The Hand of Vecna. That doesn't sound good. Play at any time. Its property is once at the start of your turn, you can transfer one of your wizards from any friendly space to any other friendly space. And yes, 2 victory points. I think we know what that means. So we're going to play that at any time, which is right now. Let's go over to the score tracker and see what happens there. All right, 2 victory points for the Hand of Vecna, 19 and 20. And there's not much point going any further. Let me zoom out, and I guess we're going to wrap it up. That's we were playing the short game to 20 points, and we're at the end of round 2. The elves and men are at 20 points, so they are going to claim the victory. Alright, well that was Conquest of Nerath, the Dungeons & Dragons board game put out by Wizards of the Coast. We were just playing an alliance game, Elves and Men versus the Iron Circle Hobgoblins and the Undead Karkoth player. First to 20 points at the end of a full round. Well, we are right now at the end of round 2. I haven't finished everything, there's still some battles and stuff, but it's kind of not worth doing it because the Elven Human Alliance have got to 20 points and they win the game. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. You can see kind of how the game plays. I hope I didn't mess up too many rules. I think I maybe messed up a thing here or there. But pretty good. It's I enjoy it much better than Risk. Risk is pretty terrible, actually. This is much, much better. And it is reminiscent somewhat of Axis and Allies, where you're buying units of different strengths on the board. And this game you're rolling different die denominations, which is kind of interesting as well. And it's neat that the heroes can go and plunder the dungeons and get treasures, which can then of course make your side stronger. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me in a week or so, and yes, I will have another either board or card game, which I will do a complete playthrough of. And join me in a week or so, and we'll have something else on the table. All right, thanks for watching. Join me next time.